Hi everyone, this is Johnnyonoes and I'm playing Exanima. And in this Let's Learn episode, I'm going to be going over Lesson 3, which is distance. Now, distance is a very important factor in this game for two reasons. Well, obviously, you need to be within range to be able to hit your opponent. The second factor is that each of the weapons has a critical area where it will be doing the most damage it possibly can. So both of these characters here, myself and my opponent, are using pole hammers. Now the pole hammer is an interesting weapon because it's just a long pole with a very, very sharp hammer at the end. As you would imagine, the hammer part of the weapon is going to be doing the most damage, where the wooden shaft of the weapon is going to do the least. So you need to understand what distance you need to be to do the most damage. Let's go ahead and start this fight and I'll show you an example. So if you're too far, you're obviously going to miss. If you're too close... Oop, that was actually a good hit. Try not to... Come on. Let me get closer. Use a thrust to get in close. This guy is keeping his distance from me. Like, he's using a long-range weapon. Okay, can't see the fight now. Alright, so he actually displayed it pretty well. He hit me, but he hit me with the shaft of his weapon rather than the hammer. So right there, I get a really nice hit with the hammer piece, and as you can see, it did a lot more damage to him than it did to me. There, he did it again. So you can use distance to your advantage and to the detriment of your opponent as well. So if you get really nice and close like this, like I am right now, and if he's using a long-range weapon, then there's not much he can do. Like, he can't really do that much damage to me unless he circle strafes and pulls his swing and creates distance. And I'm going to be talking about that later too. But as you can see, you can be too far out of your critical distance, or you can be within your critical distance that will make it so that your attacks do a lot less damage. Let's go ahead and finish this guy off, or try to. There we go. I got an okay hit, not the best hit. That was also a bad hit. Well, it was inside my critical distance. Get a thrust in there. There we go. Nice solid hit to his left side, and down he goes. So keep in mind that each of the items has its own different type of critical distance to it. But you can easily see where the critical area of the weapon is just by taking a look at it. This game is based entirely off of physics. So what you see, what you get. So you can get like a bardash, which is basically a very large blade on a more short shaft. So that whole weapon, the whole bladed piece, is going to be doing a lot of damage. You can have weapons like swords and daggers, where the whole blade of the weapon is considered a critical area. So those weapons are better for getting close and doing damage from, like, if you attack and then he parries it, you can actually keep following up with the attack and go over that guy's weapon and hit the guy in the face. I'm going to be showing some advanced examples of that later. But yeah, just look at your weapon, and if it looks like there's some damage to be had in a particular area, you're going to want to try to hit in that region of the weapon to do the most amount of damage. Alright folks, this was a quick little video on distance in Exanima. If you have any questions about the game, please go ahead and leave your questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.